The today procedure is about tabulate. Tabulate also we'll write in a proc step, so we'll call it as a proc tabulate. Now using tabulate also we can generate some statistics. Again the syntax goes like this here. Proc tabulate data equals to dataset name, and here it includes three statements. One is class, another one is var, and the third one is table. Now here in the classification statement we have to use the classification variable how you want to, and var is an analysis variable, always a numeric variable. And in the table statement we have to mention for which variables you want to generate table. Those variables we have to mention in the table statement. Suppose from this, let me check the variable names. Okay, so first observe this data set. Here we had 1000 observations and we had females and males. Blood group, different blood groups are there: A, AB, O, B and A. And age group, young and old, RBC and cholesterol. Values are there. Now here suppose if you want to classify based on gender, then here gender, and that variable we have to write in table statement. Okay, and whatever the variables we are keeping in the table statement, those variables should present in either class or in var. Without keeping in class and var, we can't use that in table. So at both the places, the variable should present. Now run this. See here, it is classifying females 440 and males 560. By default, it will give you only counts. If you want to use multiple analysis variables also, classification variables also we can use. Suppose if you take blood group. See now here it is giving you two tables because here one table is for gender and another table is for blood group. So first table, this one is for gender, and again the second table is for blood group. With A blood group there are 412 subjects, with AB 44, B 96 and O 448. Here it is not doing cross tabulation. If you observe carefully, it is giving you separate counts. But do you know in these 412 how many females are there, how many males are there? So if you want to do cross tabulation, here we can use in two operators. One is comma. When you use comma, the variable present on the left hand side before comma will come on the left hand side first, like this: gender, female, and with A blood group 178 and males 234, with AB 20 and 24, like this. It will give you on the left hand side and on the right hand side. Instead of comma, even if you mention star, now here it will give you under this. See here, first gender, females, and then male. Again blood group, different blood groups. The output is same. I mean, whatever the statistics it is giving, the values will be same. But what is the difference means in the number of columns and rows. The layout is different. Here see it is looking like this with the gender values on the left hand side and then the blood group on the right hand side. But here first it is giving gender, again under that it is giving you the blood group values. So depending on how you need an output, we'll use the operators. So is this clear with the class?
I'm still not completely clear why we are using class and a table statement. On the classification, we are giving the same variables, and also on the table.
Yes, for the tabulate, we are classifying. I want to classify these two variables. So if you want to create a table, we have to use a table statement also.
No, Priya, what I'm trying to understand is when we used proc frequency, we
don't
like
compare
on the var
procedures like that. Here, each and every syntax is different.
No, the reason I was because you said we can use var also on proc tabulate.
Yes, I'll tell you that one also.
Okay, I mean instead of okay, maybe after you tell. No, I was thinking if we can use var, why we are using table and again var? Can't we give, because typically we give this statement on the var, right?
No, here var will give you, var is used for keeping in numeric variables. But in a proc tabulate, It will not generate a table unless you mention a table statement.
Okay.
Okay, the same statistics, if you want, we can generate by using other statistical procedures also. But frequency and means will not give you a lines like this, like in the form of a table.
Table.
So if you want to generate an output like this, like a table, we have to use proctabulate.
Okay. Next.
Next one is var. Here in the var statement, as I told you, always we have to use only the numeric variables. Okay, suppose now here if I run this code, see, is it giving you the RBC statistics? Anywhere do you find RBC?
No.
No, because that is not there in the table statement. Okay, so we have to write RBC here. Now let's check for RBC. So as RBC is a numeric variable, it will give you the sum. See, sum of all RBC values it is giving you. But for the character variables, when you generate table, defaultly it will give you a, what is that, counts. Here 440 and 560, and here this is the sum of RBC. Here we can use multiple analysis variables also, like this cholesterol, and here also if you want to use cholesterol, use it. Now again here, if you want to separate the sum of RBC of females and males, then again here we can use some operators here. See, now this is then female sum and RBC male sum. Same way cholesterol. If you want, we can use multiple analysis variables also here, like star and then blood group. Now, as per the blood group, it will give you. See,
Yeah.
with A blood group, what is the RBC count? AB, what is the count? B and O. Same, it repeats for males also. In case other than sum and counts, if I want to generate some other statistics, then how to generate? So for RBC, I want to generate minimum values and maximum values. So here write min and max like this. For cholesterol, I want mean. So write like this. See, RBC minimum value, maximum value, cholesterol mean. In average, it is giving. If you want to generate for both the same statistics, then no need to mention 2 times. Here minimum and maximum, no need to mention 2 times. Instead, here itself you can give cholesterol. Just include these 2 in parentheses. See, now for both it will give you minimum and maximum. And we can control the decimals here. So do you remember?
Max VC something.
And no, not that one. Format equals to W dot D. With and then decimals.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to use the same thing commonly for all the values, you can write here. Format equals to, suppose you want to mention some 6.0 or some number. So directly if you mention here, it will be applicable for all. Instead, if you want to give maintain separate form width and decimals for each and every statistics, then here we can give individually, like RBC. Sorry, minimum, for minimum you want to keep into F equals to. So here so many number, it will count these values also, these spaces also. So here 1.1234, 4.2, this one, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and after that decimals. So suppose in case if you want to keep 4.2, keep that. And for max, okay, I've seen only for this here 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have to go accordingly to some 6.2. Here 5.1. Roughly I'm giving. Let's run this and see. See, for minimum what I have given 6.2, right? So here totally it will take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I have given 0.2, so the space width is not sufficient, so I have to change that like 7.2. Then it will add one more 0. After the decimal, it will add one more 0, so 2 digits. And for max, what I have given 5.1. So 5.1 here, 5 digits are there. So it is just taking only width, not accepting the decimals because width is not sufficient here. So like that separately we can give. And in case if you want to change this, okay, here we can use all also. If you write all, what will happen? It will give you then overall counts. See here all, and for blood group also, when you write all, at the end it will give you overall counts also. Okay, and I can rename this value names by just writing key label. Do you guys remember the syntax of a label statement? The same thing,
Yeah.
but instead of
We give
full
on
label,
top
you have to
also.
write key label. So key label, change min equals to minimum. Okay. As here we have set the width, it is coming in second line. All I want to change like total. So here write all equals to total. Do you understand?
So Priya, label, typically when we use label in a data step, you mentioned like on the top also next to the SAS user dot blood also we have to give a label statement. Here it's
That
not required.
whenever you are using in a proc print procedure,
Data step.
not in a data step.
Okay.
Data step directly you can write label, but in proc print whenever you are using, you have to use a label option also.
Yeah, this is also procedure, right? So here
Yes,
it's
this
not
is
required.
key label. Directly we can
Okay.
write here like this.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
also yesterday when we discussed, you used max DEC.
mm,
That wouldn't work here.
sorry, max DAC.
Yesterday, I think in proc means or proc frequency, when we were using to control the number of decimals in the output, we used a max DEC, a max decimal, I think. So here you are using,
This format equals
you
to
are,
for each and every procedure the syntaxes will differ.
yeah, so that wouldn't work here then.
No. So here if you want to write max this equals to 1. See, is it giving you the output? If the program is correct without having any errors, it will give you an output. So something is wrong. See, go to log window, see here. Syntax error. It is not accepting that option.
No. Mhm.
So what say how to use the formats and how to rename. Okay. Now if you want to by default here when you use classification variables, what will happen for the character variables? It will give you some, right? This n rows. So this n column, these two n columns, if you want to remove, then here we can write n equals to empty. Just simply give an empty quotations, then it will remove that n. Okay. But mostly in real time, we'll use frequency and
Means.
means here.
Is there any certain scenarios where proc tabulate would be of great use?
No, till now I haven't used this proc tabulate because whatever the outputs they'll give you, they in the mock shells they will not give you like in the form of a tables.
Okay.
Okay, so we won't use this. But in case if they want,
Good.
you have to know this procedure. That's why. So any questions in this tabulate procedure?
I think I'm good.
Mhm. So the next procedure is proc report, which is very important because without using this report, we without using this procedure, we will not complete our report. So finally, whatever the report we want to generate, that report, that final data set will generate and that data set will keep in proc report and will adjust accordingly, whatever the changes we want. Now let's see the syntax. In this proc report, there are many options. So we need to remember all those. Proc report data equals to SAS help.class. Just like proc print. If you use proc report, run this. See, using this procedure, using any statistical procedure, can you able to create a new variables?
Mm,
No. But here in proc report, we can create new variables, we can apply titles, we can apply footnotes, we can apply formats, we can rename the variable names, we can adjust the width. Everything we can do here in proc report. Okay. We can generate statistics. See, directly when you use proc report, see here it will open in another window called proc report window. But usually we won't work on this window. So here we have to write no WD or no windows. Then it will give you an output in an output window. And the next thing is here, if you observe the output, do we have a space between the observations and variables and observations?
mm,
No, immediately the variables observations are starting, right? So here if you want space, use head skip. Head skip means it will give you a space here like this. Or if you want a line here separating variables and observations, use headline. Headline will give you a line. This line is because of headline option and this is due to head skip option, the space. So next thing is here we had a statement called column statement. Suppose when I want to print, I don't want to print all the variables. So here in a column statement, whatever the variables and whatever the order you are using, it will just take only those variables. Name, say, age and then sex. So here, see I have taken just only 3 variables and also changed the order. So here we had name, sex, age. I changed that to name, age and then sex. So if you want to print all the variables, then we can print all the variables like height and then weight. So it prints all the variables. Now here I want to draw a line on top of the variables here. That means in between two lines, just keep the variable names and then observations. So in case if you want like that, just enclose all the variables in parentheses and here it's starting in quotations, give 2 hyphens. You have to write 2 hyphens that give you a line on top of the variable names. In case if you use only a single hyphen, then it will just give you a single hyphen, that's it. It will not give you a line.
mm.
So you have to use two. Now, if you want to apply any options for these variable names, so we have to define the variable name. So here write define name equals to, sorry, name, and this name I want to rename like name of the subject. So if you want to rename, just simply here, no need to write rename of rename equals to and all. Just simply write slash and then in quotations give the description. See, name of the subject. And if you want to split this label, do you remember how to split the label?
Yeah.
So by using a split option. So here write split equals to in quotations. Yeah. So it will split accordingly. And if you want to, okay, now I want to remove this variable label or name completely. So if you want to remove, hello, like define 6 slash, just simply if you give an empty quotations with a blank space, then here see, it removed that variable label. Completely, if you want to remove the column, the entire column, here define age slash write no print. It will remove that age column. See, there is no variable age here. Are you guys clear? So here, if you want to increase the width of this variable, see here, it is not printing in an vertical manner, horizontally, right? Because the length is only 1 here. So if you want to increase the width here, we can just simply here define the variable, define your variable name slash width equals to 6. See here, if you observe, the space is more when compared to the previous report. Did you find the difference?
Yeah.
See? And if you want to apply the formats, suppose now here M I want to change like male and F change that to female. So how to create a format, do you guys remember?
Yeah. What format?
Yes. So first use proc format value
Dollar, gender,
male
FA.
and then run. And use that here. Just simply write format equals to dollar gender dot. Always formats and informats we have to use with period. Like this. See? Now here we had the two options called order and then group. So here if you use, or we can write all the options together, but it will become a lengthy statement, so I deleted those options. So if you write order, it will order like this: all the females into one group and all males into another group.
Instead of repeating, it will give only one.
Yes, this is
Or we
called
were
grouping.
okay.
Or you can use group also.
So group and order means same?
Yes, means same here. It will give you a same. It will order them.
Okay.
Okay, now here I want to maintain some space after female records. Just between female and male, I want to give some space here. Then we need to break this variable. So here write another statement called break. Break after sex slash skip. Skip gives you what is that? A space. And remember, always we have to break the variable which is grouped or ordered. Without ordering or grouping, we cannot break the variable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here before before breaking, we grouped, or we need to order. And if you write UL, which means underline, it will give you a line here.
Mm.
If you write OL, which means overline, so here it will give you two lines. And write summarize. Summarize means it will give you the sum of the numbers. See all these ages it is adding and giving you the sum. Again height values and weight values it is giving you the sum here. Clear?
Yeah.
Now coming to the statistics. So here statistics we can generate in two ways. We can generate horizontally and also we can generate vertically. However we want. In case here for height I want to, or for weight I want to generate some statistics. So here write, just give comma and in brackets whatever the statistics you want we can give that here. Just count and then take an average. Now here this one if you mention here in the column statement it will give you in it horizontally. See weight values it is just count frequency is only one horizontally. And also average. If it is having only one value means it will just give you the same one, right? Do you understand this one? Suppose see here for
Yeah.
height if you want to generate these two statistics, what is this? For a single variable if you want to generate any statistics it will give you the frequency is only one according to this, right?
Yeah.
For this one.
Right.
And also average also will be same. So if you are generating horizontally we have to write it here. And here if you want make some changes like I want to draw a line here and here. So under that those weight statistics. So then here you know okay write like weight stats. So weight statistics, yeah. Okay, after that I haven't give. Mm. So these are the weight statistics and just remove this one. So if you want to remove, how to remove that? Define,
The empty space.
define weight
Yeah.
and then
Empty.
empty.
Oh, empty.
So these are the weight. And if you want to generate horizontally, sorry, vertically, then we have to define separately. So I'm just removing this. Hmm. Okay, I'll write weight equals to weight 1, weight equals to weight 2. So I'm just creating two more new variables and copying this same values. So here weight 1 and weight 2, three are there. So for this here it is giving you sum, and for this second variable I want to generate here the mean, and here I want to check the maximum value, some statistics. Okay, so here write and define weight 1 slash minimum, no need quotations, sorry, minimum, define weight 2 slash maximum. See here it will give you a minimum value and then here it will give you a maximum value.
But Priya, how is it differentiating? Because there are three weight. It's not printing it as weight one and weight two.
Here
How?
it will go in the order.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 7
Okay.
variables are there here. What else are there? And now, if you want to generate some new statistics, sorry, new variables. how to generate a new variables. Let's see. Okay, and I forgot one more thing here. When you when you group this here, we had one more option called across. Across means it will make them as a variable names like this. See, this X is having two values, F and M. So if it is a male record, under male it will give you 1. If it is a female, under female 1. And for male missing like this. This is like using an ID statement in proc transpose. There also it will make them as a variable names, right? Now, okay. Now let's see how to create a new variables. We can create a numeric variable and also a character variable. So here first define. Let's create a new variable called the new weight. So variable name new weight slash computed. We can use compute option in different ways. The first way is like this, computed, and then compute new weight. So here new weight equals to weight plus 10. And remember, always we have to close compute block with end comp. Like how do we close the do block with an end? Same way we have to close compute with end comp. And remember, here we are creating a new variable. So if you are not keeping in a column statement, it will not print you that one. So here we have to write new weight. Let's run this and see what it gives. Is it adding plus 10?
No.
It is just simply taking 10, 10, 10. Because
Yeah.
if you directly write the variable name, SAS cannot understand that one. So instead of writing the name, we have to give the column position. So what is the position? C, column 1, column 2, 3, C3, C4, C5. So here write underscore C5 underscore plus 10. Now it will add. See, 84 plus 10, 94, 98 plus 10, 108 like this. Is this clear?
Yeah.
And now, like this, we can create a numeric variable. Now, how to create a character variable? Let's see. Again, define comment slash computed and then compute a new variable name slash here we'll write character. And for the characters, we can, what is that? Set the length. So here if you want to set the length, just write length equals to how much ever you want. And now, let's compare these two, and if weight is less than new weight, then take it as a less. Of course, it will be less only, just for an example I am saying. So here, if underscore, what is the weight one? C5 underscore is less than underscore C6 underscore, then take comment equals to less. Else if underscore C5 underscore is greater than underscore C6 underscore, then take comment equals to more. End comp. Or directly if you want to give some comment, like comment equals to less, instead of using giving the conditions like this, you can write. Always it depends on your requirement. So here write comment. So of course, as we added 10 here, so it will be less. That's why it is taking less here. So now like this, we can create a character variable. So any questions still here?
I'm okay.
Okay, so there are many options, but easy only. Now, second way of using compute is here. if you want to change this title, so in this summarization column we can change. So like compute after sex variable, and here write sex equals to total end comp. Now as the length is 1, it think it will take only one letter, one character. See, only T here. Let's change here for comment. So comment equals to total. See, suppose here also total is there, here also total is there. So then here if you want to copy the same value whatever is there for 6, directly you can mention the variable name like this. If it is a variable name, no need to keep quotations. If it is any text, if you are giving any text, then keep that in quotations. And
Priya, I have one. Okay, okay. No, I'm good.
okay. Now the third way of using compute is, it is important for applying titles and footnotes. So I'll delete few codes. It is became very lengthy. Now here, right? We had 4 compute options here. Compute after, compute before, compute after underscore page underscore, and then compute before underscore page underscore. Now what is compute after? Compute after means it will give you a text after the report. Before means it will give you an before report, and after page means after the page. After report is different from after page. In this case, here my report ended here. Right, this is after the report, but where page ends? What is the page size? 54. So somewhere here it will end the page.
Right.
Right? Do you understand the difference between the after report and after page? Same way before report and before page. This is here. If it is printing here, this is before report. And this one is before page. If it is printing here. So now if you want to apply some footnotes, then here compute after. Again that depends if you want to print after the report or after the page. Compute after.
After the page is for the next page,
No,
or
end
was
of the page. I'll show you that one.
yeah, yeah, got it.
Now here I want to draw one line or just type the end here. So now line, write line at the rate. You want to start from which position? Suppose I want to start from 15th space, take the end and then end comp. See, 15th position is here. Now I want to print here, so we need to adjust that one.
Yeah.
So like change that to 55. See? And before that draw a line here on top. So if you want to draw a line, first you want line, so line starting at 15th position, and how many hyphens we can give? We cannot give so many hyphens, right? So we can multiply that one, like 50 into, so it will multiply that. And it is not sufficient, so always in real time what happens, first we'll generate an output because we are not sure how many spaces it will take, right? How many hyphens from which position it is there, so we'll keep on adjusting accordingly. So maybe you can keep from 20th to some, how many we have given here, 50. So change that to 70. So just roughly I am writing here. See? And here if you want what to do, next to the end if you want, here we have to write. Or after end, you want to draw one more line. Or in between these two, I need a space. Here, do you have a space here? There is no space, right? So just if you want space here, just write line. Space, simply you can give quotations like this. Now, remember we have to give in an order, whatever the order we want. So first I want line and then space and then the end. See? Line, space and then end. This is after the report, immediately after the report. You can give footnotes by using a footnote global option also. But what will happen? By defaultly, it will give you somewhere here, we cannot adjust the positions.
Right.
Right? And also that one will give you for all the reports. Not only, now report will give you only for this report.
It wouldn't be as flexible as these options.
Yeah. And after page. Page ends at the end of the 54th line. So somewhere here, see, this is after the page. Page ended here, but report ended here. Save a before. Before page, if you want to give some titles, so we can give those titles here. Before the page here. So I want to remove these things. How to remove these?
No, no date, no.
Yes, by using no date, no number, and then just simply title. We'll remove all these global options, and then whatever the title we want, we can give that here. That is before page. Just simply if you write page, then it will give you after the variable names, in between variables and observations. Here. Okay, in real time, it depends on how you want. Because see, I'll just show you one report. So this is one report here. In real time, if they give you, so we can generate a table like this. See here what is there. N, mean, standard deviation, median, minimum, maximum. All these statistics we can generate by using what procedure? Which one?
Proc means.
Proc mean.
Frequency.
So, no, means. We can generate by
Yeah.
using means and we can do all this and we can adjust, change these values in the proc report and adjust all these things. Keep titles and footnotes, we can draw the line, we can break the variable and we can maintain space. Everything, all those changes we'll do in proc report. So is this clear? Okay. Now I generated this output and I want to save this one. How to save this report from an output window? So to save report here, we have to run proc print2 procedure. Proc print2 print equals to where you want to save. Suppose I want to save here. Copy the path, give the file location, slash, and what name you want to give that file. Let's take it as report rep.txt file and then run. If you want to save the log window, in real time we'll save the log window also. So log equals to where you want to save slash report underscore log dot txt. Now here when you activate proc print2, report will not show you in SAS. See, is it giving you an output in SAS? No.
No.
But if you check this file location, there you will have two files. See, rep and rep underscore log. Here we got the file. Mine is at 32-bit, so it is giving you like this. If yours is a 62-bit, it will give you a line, continuous line here. 64-bit. Okay. And also it saved the log. So in real time, first we'll generate an output however we want, because we are not sure about all these numbers, positions, and right. So first we'll generate this one and then we'll run proc print 2. In case if you run one more time, then again it will save you one more time there. So now I executed totally 2 times. So here you will have 2 reports. See? So that's why in real time will not generate, will not save until we get the final output. But how?
But what is the saving log window?
Yes, even the log window as well. 2 times it will give you. What did you ask?
No, what is the use of saving in log window?
See, in log window, here you will get an entire code whatever you have written here. See?
Okay. Okay, we got it.
And how to deactivate this one? Now I'm done with this output report. So how to deactivate this proc print2? Just simply if you execute proc print2 simply like this, then it will get deactivated. And if I execute again, it will give you an output in an SAS. See, an output window. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Proc report is important, but also easy only. See, this one we'll use for each and every report. So you'll get used to this proc report procedure. No need to worry now. And okay, here DOL and DUL, which means double overline and double underline. Two lines it will give you like this. So any questions in proc report?
I think when I practice, I'll have questions. So.
And if you want, we can use where statement also. We can subset the data. All these concepts remain same.
Okay.
Mm. And width, if you want to change width for separately, we need to define them. And here, if you are using in proc call width, then it will change for all. And we had a spacing option also. Width means where it will change. Width will give you a after variable. It is adding the space, right? But if you use space option here, that will give you a space before the variable. That means here if you want to maintain the space between name and sex here, either you can increase the width of this or you can give the space for the sex variable.
Okay.
So here if you have already created directly we can use, or else if you want to create any format we can create them. So let me check whether I covered all the variables or not. Yes. So this is about proc report. So just practice